The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from SoFi. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Stroud going to throw right away. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. That is quickly out to Diggs. A gain there of 11. First down for Houston.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mixon. He'll take this forward for about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Love. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Stroud. That's to the right side and incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 32 yards. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Great job by the defense. No cutback lane, no nothing on that one. Out of bounds, a loss of 4 on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Stroud. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Love to throw it on 1st down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
A second down throw for Love. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on, set. 10 cycles.
In motion, Reed.
Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he just does get that one away. He was being... forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Love to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And he will have a Packers 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield.
And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good, and they're unable to add the point after. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. First and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. Back to throw, Stroud. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
3rd and long.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set.
Here's Love. That one complete to Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Here we go.
Now Love. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Love to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 2nd down, Love. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Dobbs headed in motion.
Hey, you. Don't run. Steal, black.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go now.
Dobbs headed in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
The man in motion is Watson. Back to throw is Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown Packers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the deficit cut from 11 down to a field goal, as now they'll try an onside kick. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give running left with Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That is quickly out to Diggs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, it's Love. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A 2nd down throw for Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything